Hello, welcome back to the channel for another coin hunt. Today we have £1,000 £2 coins to have a hunt through. This bag was sealed on the 26th of May, this one on the 20th of May I believe. Let's open them up and see what we can find. And while those bags are being opened up, let's just have a quick look at the book to see which designs we're still after. On page 1, England and Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland being the rarest £2 coin in circulation. And after that we have everything up to and including the Great Fire of London. And the first commemorative of the day is a World War I Army Centenary. No rotation error on this one, and we'll check the edge inscription for King and Country, so that one is all as it should be. So here in the UK, we are in the middle of a heat wave, so it's the 15th of June, that's the day I'm recording this video. And don't laugh, but it's about 30 degrees here, which I know for some places is nothing at all, but us poor Brits, we are really not kitted out for such extreme weather conditions. And my office is really hot, considerably hotter than it is outside. And the problem is, I record, oh here we go, is a Brunel's portrait, so we'll just check the edge inscription on this one. Absolutely fine and as it should be. The problem is I record all these coin hunts on my mobile phone, and let's just check this one. It's all fine. Yeah, I check all my, I film all my coin hunts on my mobile phone, and I was recording a 50p hunt just a couple of days ago when the weather had turned hot, and I got down to the last bag. I don't know whether it will have been uploaded yet or not, but I got to the last bag and my phone overheated. Here we have Charles Dickens, it's a very common one. It's a very nice shiny 2015. No rotation error there. Yeah, I got down to the last bag and my phone overheated. So I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the summer. It's a bit of a problem really, because I mean it hasn't actually got that hot yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip through these coins as quickly as I can. Hopefully get to the end before it gets too hot in here. And my body temperature might be rising when we find some Commonwealth games or something. That could cause a bit of a problem as well. Here we have Marconi, another very common one. Quickly followed by Shakespeare's Tragedies. So Shakespeare, there's a 3-coin set. Tragedies is in the middle in terms of the mintage figures. However, I find this one the most interesting because there is a known edge inscription error. The edge inscription error that can be found is for King and Country, which is the edge inscription from the Army Centenary that we found there. However, this one has the correct edge inscription, which is "What a piece of work is a man." So that one will be returned back to the bank as well. I also had a good question in the comments today. I was asked with the captions that I put up when I find something interesting. I've got the mintage figures on there, and then to the right in brackets, I have a number like I think for £2 coins it would be something like 3 out of 35. So I should probably just take a minute to, oh, here we go. Here is VE Day, that's the most common commemorative £2 coin in circulation. Take a minute just to explain what that means. So there are 35 different £2 coin commemoratives, I think. And what I've done is I've put them in order from lowest to highest, and then I've given them a ranking. So Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland is the rarest, as the lowest mintage figure. Here's another World War I Army Centenary, no rotation error, and for King and Country is the correct edge inscription. So that one is 1 out of 35, oops. Whereas the VE Day that we just found, that's the most common, so that would be 35 out of 35. So it's just to sort of try and give a feel when we find it. find one of the designs just to sort of try and give an idea of what that mintage figure is in terms of, you know, relative to some of the other commemoratives. And here we have another Shakespeare. So this one is Shakespeare's Comedies. This is the rarest of the 3 Shakespeares. I don't keep it though. Not anymore, I used to. Got plenty of them now. Put them back to someone else to find. So what we really want today is, well, Trevithick is a nice find, so not a keeper though, but I do like that design. What we'd really like today, obviously 2 for the book, the Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland and England. That would be amazing, but I think I mentioned it in the last hunt. I'd really love to find a 2015 Britannia. I really don't find many of them, or a Mary Rose. I haven't seen Mary Rose for quite some time. I do like a ship on the coin. Some of you may have noticed that the logo that I have up on the channel is a ship. That's my favourite, the favourite coin in my collection. If you'd like to see it in a video, let me know. It's actually one of the set, and they're all ships. Now, that is an absolutely beautiful set. I would say it's probably the pride of my wider coin collection is that set. Yeah, if you're interested in fighting ships, let me know. I'll either do a separate video, or I could try and find a way of working them into one of these coin hunts, maybe one a hunt or something. Here we have Abolition of the Slave Trade. Very, very common indeed, but just worth checking for the NIFC version of this, which has a smooth finish and the letters DG just to the right and just below the 7 there. That's an absolutely beautiful set. Got a mixture of different fighting ships. British, Spanish, French, American, Japanese. And for quite some time as well. Oh, here we go. Here's Marconi's, second one of the day on that one. Check if I've got a race through before the phone overheats. Very, very shiny, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Crikey, that's not been out in circulation for long. Another Trevithick. We do find slightly less of those than we should, like given the mintage figure. So, nice to be picking up a few. Something just happened with my phone now. I noticed a light went out, and it could be an ominous sign that the phone is about to overheat. If it does, I will cease recording straight away. That is another VE day. I won't hunt any more bags, and then we'll resume as soon as the phone has calmed down. I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I mean, I can't really afford to invest in a proper camera. Find a way of cooling the room down a bit. Get Little Loot by my side and have a fan the phone. Of course, I can't have a fan on while I'm recording, because it's just like such a racket. I did see something in here. Let's have a look and see what it is. Brunel's, oh yeah, we've had that once today already. Brunel's Portrait. Just check the edge inscription, that is correct. And that's the one I did see, Shakespeare's History. So we've completed the Shakespeare set, that's very cool. So that's the most common of the 3 of the set. course, what I'll do when I finish the main hunt is I'll go through and double check all the coins for any errors. You thoroughly check. Oh, 2015, let's have a look and see what this is. Very nice indeed. Magna Carta. Had a bit of luck with Magna Cartas recently. Absolutely fantastic design. Very, very pleased with that. That's definitely the find of the hunt so far. Yeah, I'll go back through and check. I'll check all the commemoratives for errors as well, but I do go through the technologies very, very carefully. My eyesight isn't the best. I've got a large magnifying glass that I use. Double check them all. Any errors, rotation errors, double dial verses. There's another Charles Dickens. I figure that I'm fortunate enough to have these coins probably only once, so I might as well check them carefully and make sure that I don't miss anything. There we have Robert Burns, so that's a low tier keeper. That's a nice find. Quickly followed by this one here. £2 written there at the top left. It's gonna be something. It's World War I Navy, and it's another flag error. Look at that. How fantastic is that? So it's worth checking the top here. Quite often there's a little bit of extra cud there, and it's sort of known as a flag error. That's a really good one. We've had an incredible amount of luck with the flag errors recently on these. I'd never really found that many. Jodie Clark there on that side. And I think that's 3 we've had now in the last sort of 4 or 5 hunts. Absolutely fantastic. Well pleased with that one. We've got a couple of really nice finds now. Magna Carta and Navy Centenary. And low-tier keepers. And more to come. See, I've got to speed up here. Yeah, normally when I'm hunting through the £2 coins, if I sort of spot that it's a shiny 2015 technology, I'll check it there and then for a rotation round. I think today I am just going to race through these technologies. Just stop on the commemoratives. Hopefully I'll get a clean hunting without having to stop and start the recording. I'm getting little Luke's assistance with a fan. I don't really know what else I can do. This is going to be something. So, 2012. We'd love it to be Rio. It's not. It's Charles Dickens. It's the 3rd one today. Another Navy Centenary. So there's no flag error on that one there. That's quite cool. We can put these side by side and you can see the difference. There we go. See the one with the extra cut on the mast there. Wow, 2 navies. Absolutely brilliant. We do have a lot of luck with the Navy Centenary, so if there's some sort of discussion in the comments, here's the commemorative that I spotted. I mentioned it earlier. Let's work our way through these coins until we get to it. It's a nice one. There it is, London Underground train. So when we first started the channel, we found quite a few of these, and then they've dried up. So very, very pleased to have that one today. Of course, we do find a lot more of those than the roundel. I kind of had a sense of that already, and then when I did the Shaky scale recently, that proved it. I think we've only had one roundel, I think, on camera, as far as I'm aware. I think it's only one, so we really do struggle to find that one here in the south. I think from reading other people's comments, they're more common up north. So here we have another Shakespeare's Tragedies. What a piece of work is a man. That's correct. And another VE Day. Yeah, I'd love to find a roundel as well. I mentioned the 2015 Britannia and the Mary Rose, but a roundel would be very welcome. Oh, another train. Fantastic. making up for all the hunts where we haven't had one of those. It's 2 now. We've still got, I'd say, half the bags to go, give or take. Another abolition of the slave trade. Where does that one live? There we go. Nothing else in that bag. Okay, I thought for a second it was a fake. That's a good point actually, we haven't had a fake yet today. There is an active union, no rotation error on that one. I've never found a rotation error on an active union. I do check because they have been found. Like the Benjamin Bunnies and the 50Ps as well. Never found one of those with a rotation error, but what I can do is keep hunting, and one day I will find one. Here we have Brunel's Achievements. We've not had that one yet today. Okay, so that's the sister coin to the portrait that we found earlier. I have found a fake Brunel's Achievements, but that's the only commemorative that I've found that's a fake. Another Shakespeare's Histories, I should say. So yeah, no fakes today, which is very good. Very pleased about that. We had 4 in a hunt not too long ago, and we do find an awful lot of fakes. I'm not saying that that's representative. That's another Shakespeare's comedies. Not representative of the wider world of £2 coins, but certainly in my hunts where I pick up my coins, there do seem to be a lot of fakes. Another abolition of the slave trade. And what's this one going to be? Another Shakespeare's Histories. Where does that live? It's a problem. I need to come up with a system for these coins. I just put them down randomly, and then when I found quite a few different designs, I can never spot where they're at when I need to add them to the pile. There you go, I was talking about fakes and straight away. That is a fake. First one of the day. Right there. Hopefully we won't find too many more. This is feeling hotter and hotter. I've got the computer screens, I've got the lights on, phone's running. Come on, the Commonwealth. Florence Nightingale. I don't think we've had that one yet today. It's a nice design. Unfortunately, it's very common. Just squeeze it in the bottom there. I was talking about something and I got distracted with a find. I can't remember what it is I was whittling on about. Probably something that's very important. So we've got another 10 bags to go there or thereabouts. Another Trevithick. That's definitely going to be moving up the Shaky scale. And another Brunel's Achievements. Charles Dickens there. Start with that one. Oh, DNA double helix, very nice. Unfortunately not a keeper, just outside of the sort of the keeper territory. Another Brunel's Achievements. Lots of different commemoratives. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the Navy centenaries. So, super low mintage, only 650,000. But we've definitely had our luck on the channel finding them. Some various comments, and I think it's worth sort of giving a couple of explanations to explain why that's the case. That's another Shakespeare's Histories. So I think the most compelling explanation was given in the comments. Oh, that's a really nice, decent condition double helix, that one. They normally don't look as good as that. Might swap that out in the book. That's nice. I'm sure that's better condition than the one in the book. So yeah, the Navy centenaries, I think one of the most compelling reasons, so people sort of commented that they're found much more in the south, and I'm sure that is the case. But the thing that really struck a chord with me was one of my subscribers told me that there's not an awful lot of demand for the £2 coins, and the Navy centenaries, although they were struck back in 2015, some were released out into circulation, but quite a few were kept back in the store. They've only sort of gone out into circulation a bit more recently, sort of 2020 or thereabouts. So that explains why they're a little bit easier to find, which I think makes perfect sense. Come on, Shaky, don't check those technologies to get on. I think another 6 bags, including this one, something like that. Mine seem to be just drying up a little bit. This bag, it's all grainy, sandy. The coins are kind of gluing together. What a piece of work is a man. That's as it should be. I feel like I'm in a race against time if I'm going to make it. I've still got bits of sand or something on my fingers from that last bag. It's grain. I don't know if you can pick it up in the camera. Yeah, just about. There's lots of little bits of sort of grains of sand or salt or something all over my mat now. That bag is a bust. 3 more. Another bust. Penultimate bag. Another abolition of the slave trade. Big stack of them now. That's going to be something. £2. Another army centenary. No rotation error for king and country, that is all correct. And this one is the last bag of the 100. Let's see what we've got. Come on, give me a Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland. A few of those have appeared recently on YouTubers' channels. Not to be today. Goodness me, that was a close call. So I just finished hunting through that last bag and the phone overheated again. I do apologise. At least this time I actually managed to finish the hunt before it cut out. Normally I would have said that I'm going to go ahead and check all the coins now for any errors. I've gone ahead and done that, and I did find one small error, not a big deal, but on this Brunel portrait, I'm absolutely convinced there's just a very slight rotation error, just a small one. The queen should be like this. If I rotate it around there, it's just a very slight rotation error. So given that that's on a commemorative, I think I'll hold on to that one. And then the Hall of Shame, the fake that we found from the hunt, has been put in there with all of its friends. And last but not least, having a look at the best finds from the hunt itself, we have a Robert Burns, 2 London Underground trains, Magna Carta, World War I Navy, and another Navy, this one with a flag error. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It makes a huge difference, and I'll see you next time for another coin hunt.